Right. So I think if we just Google WaPOR, you will find highly likely the first icon is FAO WaPOR, as Professor Talal actually indicates. So if we click, it will end up on this platform. I'll just try to get rid of this. The first one. So do we all in the same page? Do you have any? I think it should be simple. Okay.
Yeah, you're already there. You're already there.
All right. No? Why?
It's getting there.
It's getting there. Okay.
There you go. Some kid class with internet information. FAO is thinking, my goodness, so many people out there. One, two, three. That was the part ABC.
All right. So I may just take your attention for a few minutes and then we can start to try it together. So as you can see in the portal, we'll just start with this top, all right? We'll find that something related to the analysis, like once we upload the data, we'll show that in a few minutes. How you upload the data into the portal, you can identify the type of analysis you want to do. There is something really nice about that. Also, you can do something called the story out of your data. If you click getting started, you will watch a video that explains this kind of stories. And basically, it's very simple. For example, if you want to build a story, like a video that shows it changes on probably the evaporation or the actual evapotranspiration in a specific area, you just need to capture that scene. So you show that data in the specific year, and then you capture, and then it will add it, and then you can capture one in another time, and it will keep add this capture images, and then for different time. And then when you click, when you run it, it will be sort of like a video or a record on this type of changes. Okay. So this is the idea behind this story icon or feature. And then you got here the base map. For the map, you got the base map. You can add any type of, I do usually use the web Mercator and this satellite image, but it's up to you. So you can add your base map as you want. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really make a difference, but just a preference. Yeah, it's just a preference. All right. We all sorted out. Okay, and then for the share and print, you can share the data, you can print your data or the image. And here also some related sites, you can click on those ones as well. This is more in FAO Aquastat. Even if you look at the platform, it's called WaPOR, a portal of Aquastat. So it's a combination of WaPOR versions and also the Aquastat data set. It's all in one portal. So those one are separated, but this one hand in hand has everything together. This is the related. And also for the language, unfortunately, there is no Arabic, so you will find English, Spanish, and French. So if you click, you can still find. I think for the Lebanese, maybe French can also work, right? So that should be fine. For the help, I think there is a very useful tutorials here. If you run them, some of them without voices, but just show the tutorial and the stage, how you click, and it's also do the same job that we are gonna do. And also, I forgot to mention, you can make this like take a quick tour that just to go through, you know, each feature on the portal. If you say this is just more in the exploring the data, and then if you say next, as you all know, how you do add your own data. So you, sorry, yeah, sure. All right. You can actually start to use the platform now, but if you want your data saved, like if you quit the platform, you need to log in. Log in with your Google account. So you need to log in here, through here. Once you log in, when you go back to the platform, you will find the same thing that you have conducted on the platform. Okay. So let's now go to the data exploration, and maybe we can look at one example. So for exploring the data, you can see here, this icon, explore the data. If we click on here, you will find these 3 levels of data that I was talking about. You got the global one with 300-meter resolution, all type of indicators related to water productivity. Same for the national, but national are more in the 100-meter resolution. It's more in Africa and MENA region. And the subnational, this is the high resolution, the 20-meter resolution. So for example, if we go into, because we are in Jordan, probably, you will find that you have 2 locations, like the Jafar and the North. Sorry? They are subnational, yeah. So these data are in 20-meter resolution. So how you open it, you just click on that, and you will find that it's all shown. Yeah, in Jordan, yeah. Shobak is the Jafar, yeah, Shobak, yeah. They are different?
No.
Okay, that's what I'm saying, yeah. Okay. All right. So as you can see, you will find that all WaPOR level 3 data is located here, but you can still also find that the level 2 or the version 2 also it still exists as well here on the portal. There are also different type of data, as I said, the aqua maps, as I was saying about the crop classifications, everything I was talking about, the composite data, you will find it here. You can go through that, but today we will focus mainly on WaPOR version 3. And also to add here, you see that icon, my data. Like if you have a specific site, if you have a shape file, if you have a KM file, you can add your data here. So if you add the shape file here, you can actually do all the type of analysis on this specific shape file. You can download only the images on this shape file, okay, in this icon. So if we just say add local data, for example, if I click that, you will find that it can also detect the file, whatever it is, but also for your information, it can access all this type of data like JSON file, shape file, CSV. You can upload all this file, all data into the portal. Okay, if we just look at one example, so the way that you do it, if I click, for example, the actual evapotranspiration and the interception at 300-meter resolution, when you click on here, you will find the description on this variable, and also you will find some information. And this information are really important for people who do coding. Like you can do the analysis here, it's fine. But if you're going to export the image outside and do some pre-processing, you need to take into consideration something called the scale factor. So you need to multiply that by the scale factor. But that's not for us today. But this is just for as a sort of an additional information for people who gonna use WaPOR in more applications or data processing. All right, and the way you add it, you can click in this plus icon. You will find this. So if you just click in here, you will find basically it's add the data, and maybe we can also add one more variable. Shall we go with the maybe net primary production. Any. Yeah, you can choose. Yeah, you can choose. Yeah, yeah. Everything you add, it will be added here on the left-hand side. Here. Okay. There is something really nice as well about this portal that's so dynamic in a way that you can use this slide bar if you click in here. So in this case, you can show two maps at the same time to look at the differences or maybe to link it up. So here I have two layers of maps. I have the net primary production. I can just click that it will be located in the left side and the actual evapotranspiration make it in the right-hand side. I just need to click in there and then maybe you can zoom in anywhere. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, and yeah. And also the variables itself. If you want to link it up, for example, if you have this net primary production, because it's on the right-hand side, and in the left-hand side, you have the actual evapotranspiration. Just a quick look to see if they are matching and what something could be. Yeah. And also, what you can do with this portal, you can see here, you can draw your field, okay? So you have all type of options. If it's a center pivot or it's a circulated field, you can use circle or polygon or even any type. Like you can even draw your field by any ways. Like if I click here, I can add my field, for example. It's a huge. We'll take an example. I think it's, let's maybe, and it will be added here, but let me actually look something smaller. In this case, we have a real case. I don't want to be biased and go to Egypt and select site. So shall we go to Jordan? I hope that I'm in Jordan here, right? How about this one? I can't really point it out here. It's not easy because it's not. All right. So maybe if I actually untick this, you can untick to see the maps. And maybe, how about we say it again? I mean the base map. So why do you need the base map? You can get from WaPOR now. Because that's pre-processed, so it's already processed. Yeah. But yeah. It indeed. It takes the result, yeah. So it uses all type of bands to calculate those type of variables. So it's do you want to add something? Yeah. Can we do that? We can do, but we really need to go to the other sources of data out of WaPOR. Yeah. Because you can still use it. Yeah, you can use it as I said, or even because it's an open source tool. So the methodology, the functions, we know it. So if you want to, yeah, the standard. But this is need an expert, of course. You can, yeah. I mean, all the tools that maybe I will be giving some overview about it. I did quite a lot of change on this to fit it, something about it. So I just did this. I think you can still adjust as well, but we can just go with it like that, and then we can say done. And right? So it will be added here. Your area will be added here. Now we need to do some data analysis, right? So what do? We can just click on that particular field, and it will show here the type of analysis you want to run, because we click on the map of the need primary production, and then you go to the analysis, and then usually you have 2 or 3 type of data. It will be hydrological basin. You have an option called the hydrological basin, you say? Yes. No, because you have added all of this. So this is all added here. This is the reason you have all of this. You need to clean that. Yeah, see what I mean? Because you have all layers, you have added here. Okay? You can choose. You still can choose, but yeah. So do you want me to go back on that? I'll show quickly now. So once you get your field here, okay, because now the first layer of maps is need primary production. Okay, so if I click here, what it will happen? It will show a sort of information about the area, kind of the bounding box, the coordinates. But if we're talking about the data analysis, we will select that. Okay, and then you go to the word of analysis. All right. We can go for one example, and then we can show another example with actual evapotranspiration. Here you need to select your type of analysis. You have the cumulative time series. You can also maybe still have the deviations. So we can go for the time series, for example, and then you select the area. I have already the area is called area 2. And then you can also select the cropping season if you have a cropping season. And then if I say go, you will see here, it's say loading, okay? And it's can take a bit of time, but it's taking the data, processing the data to show it in a temporal. Because you got the spatial resolution here, so now it's fine. Now it's running the temporal time series analysis. It takes a bit of time because we run it from 2018 up to present, and I think also the internet doesn't. Yeah, I was just about to say that. Yeah, I'll show you. Yeah. So first, it does show this diagram, which you can see that here the date or the time. It depends on we choose. It's a monthly basis, so you will find that is on a monthly basis, and this is the y-axis, the value, and then you got that option here where you can download the data as a CSV file, or you can go up here and then you export the image. So if I click export the image, you go and select that, and then if I set export, it will export it as a TIFF file. You see here? So this is a TIFF file, which you can open in QGIS, show it, and if you want to do extra analysis, you can still do it. Yeah, georeference it, yeah. And you don't need to use a scale factor. For version 3, it's fine. The only way that you need to do to add this scale factor, if you download the data and you add it in a script or something like that. You just do the right. So if we go back to the map, I can also, if I untick that, and maybe, yeah, because look at this, because I still use that slide mode kind of thing. So if I just click in here, and then I get rid of this, and now I want to look at the maybe the actual evapotranspiration, right? And this is our field. Click on that. You will see here because this is so this is the maps that we are pointing to. And then if you click here again, you will find analysis, export images. So you can do the analysis, select the type of analysis you want to look at. You need to select the area. And then if you say go, it will do run the analysis as well. It's also worth it to mention that you can also even add the coordinates for a specific area here. Like if you add your coordinates here, latitude and longitude, it will do this. It will go as well. It's not only a shape file, a polygon file. If you also, there is something interesting that you can do a comparison between two sites. For example, if I click here and I said analysis, and then I choose this time series, and then I said select area. So this, because I click here, this is the coordinates. But if I have another shape file, you can click on the shape file, and then it will run the analysis as well. You can see here, and it should show the two type to compare these two sites. Yeah. So you can do that on the portal itself. Yeah. Right. I think again, as I said, if you have your own shapefile, you can add it from here. You see that icon, or you can just say export data, go to my data, and then add the area that your shapefile. For example, it has to be in all files in a zip file to collect that. All right. Any question so far? I actually did already send it to Dr. Shaban, but I think he has got a lot to do today, so he forgot to send it. I imagine. So indeed, it's easier to. Yeah, no, I agree. I actually have an exercise, and I hope we can try it now if you want. Then also it has the explanation of everything I said. And I send the file to Dr. Satam, and maybe at certain time we will forward to everybody. In this case, we have. Do we still have time, or we can stop at that and then you can change it?
The instructions are there.
Okay. So I'll leave it to you, Khalid, how, because you're in the session. So do you think it's, do we stop here, or will we run the exercise? You want us? So we answer. So the exercise is more in to get them to run the portal and look at how they come with. But if we, the time is. All right. Because the time is, we already run out of time, right? Okay. So do you want to go with the Google engine and go on? Yeah. All right. I think سيب بس البراوزر مفتوح.
انا هطلع لك كل حاجه.
All right.
يلا ان شاء الله تعالى.
So you have the points over here.
Okay.
Yeah. Person how accurate. I think
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead. If you want to continue, go ahead. Okay, that's fine. Okay, assalamu alaikum. Welcome, everybody. So what I'm going to present today is some kind of an overview of the Google Earth Engine. And for we have the training session. So let me start by defining the big data. We have a new term, let's say, called geospatial big data, which is a huge terabyte of data storage related to satellite images, and it can be a satellite images, and it can be also a vector data set. So this, let's say, this kind of data set cannot be handled by a traditional software. So they start to think on doing the analysis over a cloud computing, or the so-called cloud computing platform. And this cloud computing platform is called Google Earth Engine. In general, we can use this big geospatial data in various applications. Actually, we can apply this with the combination of the machine learning or the artificial intelligence techniques to do complex geospatial analysis or applications. We can design solutions for geospatial big data problems, and also we can perform geospatial applications on a cloud computing. You don't have to download the dataset to your own PC. Also, you can use the geospatial dataset to perform large-scale complex analysis on big data. I mean by this, you can, for example, perform the analysis for the whole boundary of Jordan or the whole boundary of Egypt, or even for a continent. But it will take some time to process the data if you use a larger area. Okay. And also we can visualize large geospatial data. For Google Earth Engine, this platform is supported by Google. We need an account. So I would like to ask how many of you does have a Google account, a Google Earth Engine account? 1, 2, no, it is still free. It is still free. For academic use, it is still free. Okay. So if you don't have, or for those who does not have a Google Earth Engine account, it is either by the end of this session, we will try to make the accounts, or I can, let's say, record the video and upload it to YouTube or something like my channel, and distribute it to you. We have two choices. If we still have time, we will manage this after this session. I mean, to get the account. But by the way, you can use your own Google account in order to register this account with Google Earth. So it is very easy, inshallah. It is a freely, as you can see here, it can freely be used for everyone. So you can view, you can compute and do the analysis, and also you can evaluate the satellite images. The purpose of Google Earth Engine, as you can see here, or I can read it, provide an interactive platform for geospatial algorithms. I mean, by interactive, what you can change or what you want to change in the code will be represented on the map immediately. And also, if you have the same code with two different persons, each one can contribute on that code. And also, we can enable high impact or data-driven science. Data-driven science, I mean, you can extract the information from the data. So this is the so-called data-driven. And also we can make substantive progress on global challenges that involve large spatial data set. The most important thing with Google Earth Engine and its applications is that you can deal with a huge amount of data without the need to download it. One of the most problems that we face in our laptops or even in our PCs is the capacity of this device. So you can do that over the cloud. Okay. So this is the catalog or the data sets that you can find within the platform. So you may find climate data or climate and weather data sets actually. We have service temperature. We have also climate data, other climate data, and so on. We have atmospheric information or atmospheric data, and also some other weather data. And by the way, this is some kind of geodatabase, and inside this one you will find sub data sets. Also, we have some kind of imagery. You can download data. You can listen. You can use Landsat data. Let's say Landsat 4, 5, 7, and 8, and 9. All of them processed, georeferenced, ready to use. And also you can use Sentinel data, again ready to use. We have models and also some high resolution imaging. Little bit of this, or let's say what we call it in English, in Arabic, declassified data, غير مشفرة, declassified. And also we can find some geophysical data sets like the terrain, land cover, cropland. The other one here is other geographic data. This, I think, this one is a night light scene. If you want to read about Google Earth Engine, you can just scan this QR code or just use this link. So if you would like to try it, yeah, just try to scan it right now if you would like, using your mobile. That's correct? Okay. Yeah, if you need further reading, you just go there and read as much as you can. It is a huge collection of information. You need time. Well, it is translated in Arabic, but you can. It is in Arabic. Yes, but I mean, because your mobile, say, تعرف عليها على انها انت عربي كونك يمني فحولك يا عربي مباشرة. Yes, حولك يا عربي مباشرة. But if your computer or laptop is, yes, if it is in English, then it will open the English one. Okay. So that was a general introduction or a general overview of the GEE. The platform, once we start the platform or once we have the account, my account, for example, is here. This is the name of the account over there. And once you start for the first time, for the first session, for you on the platform, you will introduced by this window. It says some kind of a tour. We have 6 panels here. The left panel, the left panel, the editor panel, the right panel, the UI panel root, and the search box and the cloud project. Let's go with this. This one is the left panel here. And in this panel, we have 3 tabs over there. The secrets tab. We have also here the docs tab. We have the docs tab here, and also we have the assets tab For the secret tab here, you can add your own secret, Java secret, or you can take it from somebody else, or I will share with you three codes, so you can use it in our practical session for tomorrow. So we'll use that code in order to perform our analysis, and we will add it to the secrets tab. For the docs here, you can find information yes, sort of information about sources, yes, about the dataset within the Google App Engine, yes, exactly. And for the assets here, you can upload your own shapefile, let's say, or image, and use it for the analysis. Huh? Like the boundary of your, let's say, basin, or the boundary of your country, the boundary, whatever the boundary that you would like to add. So this is the left panel here. This is the main panel here. And this one here, you can write or copy and paste the code. We will find the code here. There are some buttons here. The get link, I think. Yes, it is get link. If you want to get a link from somebody else, or the second one is the save. So you can save your Java the secrets. The third one here is run, to run the secret. The fourth one to reset the secret and clear it. And also the last one here is an apps. If you, there are some built-in apps, or you can build your own app in this platform. The right panel here, we also have three other tabs. One is the inspector. By this way, or by this tab, once you click over the map, the whole attribute data of that single location will appear in this area. By the inspector, it looks like the identify tool in ArcGIS. If you are familiar with ArcGIS, it looks like the identify tool in ArcGIS. The constant tab here, we have some within the code. We will use the a command, or let's say a command or a line started by print. Print means give me the information that I want or that I ask for, and the result of the print will appear in the console part. And also, if there are any mistake, or if there is any mistake in your code, immediately error message, red error message will appear in the console part. The last one is the tasks here. From this one, you can export your analysis. You will find the exported image if you are exporting an image, if you are exporting a shapefile, or if you are exporting a graph, as we will see in the training session. The results will appear in the console and in the task, both of them. But the images, for the images and the shapefiles, the images and the shapefiles will appear in tasks. The graphs will appear in the console. This is the UI root, and this one is most important, or more important, or much important actually, which is the search bar. Yes, search bar. Yes, you can just start writing like Landsat it, and it will show you the options. Whichever data set you want, you can just select it and read the information. This is very important, and tomorrow I will show you why it is very important, because it contains the attributes that you will use in the analysis, especially the spectral bands that will be used. And this is the account name there. Okay. Okay, so this is the interface, or an overview of the interface. And for our training session for tomorrow, we will use Landsat data. So I just prepared something about Landsat collection.